Hello again, I'm Coyote Jack, and man, yes, I'm aware of this shit show. Pace Connect, well, they already finished as a company. They are dead. They they think they have supporters, but well, those supporters are strongly worded about their political beliefs because well, Pace Connect based themselves on the image of being a based company, even though their talents had certain affairs. Certain qualities, if you want to mention like that. The most notorious being Pikmin Pipa. I have seen that one. People really turning on her. So for for the quick summary here, so you have a talent, well, that she got fired. Jelly. This VTuber said that during the shit show of Minecraft when Microsoft keep ruining that game, a game that is for all ages with far left DEI nonsense. And just like what we have seen with a lot of companies that doubling down on wokeness, DEI, communism, homosexuality filled with zoophilia and all kinds of degenerate stuff, and trying to normalize on all kinds of and levels of society, even primarily targeting kids, because that's what they target the most, kids. And just how you know they are groomers and PDF Doctor Pizza monsters, in my opinion, for thinking to do something like that. Or like the most recent word, they are disciples of Epstein. So you have this talent, Jelly, that wasn't like that. She said, I don't want politics in my game. And she just wants to build blocks. So, which is at this point the most normal statement you can say. You don't want indoctrination on any kind of video game, especially when it's again about building blocks. But, well, she said that and PaceConnect reacted. And PaceConnect decided to go full real company, like all of the companies that we have seen that bent over to the hateful mob. And that's what they did. They released this statement here. Even Ray Sedesu has this one covered since February 5, and things have escalated ever since. So this statement is colossal L. And that not only gets to notions virtue signalers who could care less about your talents. I absolutely agree. And it gets worse, it gets worse. Look at this. But also creates a standard that will be used against space and your talents forever. Horrible decision. So, yeah, they released this infamous statement. This is the declaration of the hateful far left communist mob from the West that likes to insert plugs in their ass, for the most part, putting themselves into fursuits and want to talk to children like that and tell them, hey, do you want to mount yourself, kid? Yeah, that's the kind of fucking mob. That's the kind of fucking degeneracy that this company is bending over. And you can say that I'm exaggerating. Nah, we have seen this many, many times with a lot of companies, the Western industry and also Japanese industry like Capcom and Sega and many others. And from the VTuber side, we have seen this behavior that has been documented from Niji Sanji, having a lot of Western talent that had a lot of shady backgrounds. And those shady backgrounds, well, people confirm, oh yes, he was a far left retard, he was an extremist from the far left, no right winger. Notice have you never heard about actual real right wing extremists? None at all. It's always the fucking left every single time, and they want to blame the, oh, but they're right extremists. Ah, yeah. The last time I heard about right wing extremists was in Argentina in the 80s. I haven't seen any of that kind ever since, but you know what? I would like to bring those guys coming up because you really have a serious outbreak of communists, of parasites. So, anyway. So this statement it starts like this from Face Connect. Notice on recent events. Thank you for supporting Face Connect. Recent comments made on Twitter by one of our talents, including discussion of sensitive issues. Following an internal review, these comments were taken down. We sincerely apologize for any issues caused by this incident. PaceConnect focus has been and always will be providing entertainment through our different personalities and a wide range of unique content. We do not tolerate racism, hatred, or bigotry in our communities. Oh man, it's so fucking painful to see. Yeah, this is the statement. Thank you for understanding and your continued support for PaceConnect and our talents. And yes, rock solid here. Trying to appease people who hate you has historically been very successful, and you know that's filled with sarcasms. You idiots, you should have learned from Kircha, especially since you are private. And that's the thing, they're not a publicly traded company. You know, going back to what I said about Niji Sanji, those morons are a publicly traded company, and they have the ESG score in their website. These guys don't, but looks like they really want it so fucking hard to appeal to that market because, oh, look at the growth, look at the money. You know, even I can understand that, yeah, if when you are running a company, you want to make a profit, but if you are building that company based off a specific audience with with a unique size of beliefs and politics, at this point, I would not want to betray them. I want to assure them that they have my trust as a company to provide them what they want. A compromise, but looks like when one of those companies that start mold, they start like that and then they grew up and they grow up, they keep growing up and they think that they have grown far enough to betray that audience. Just like many examples we have shared across this channel and many others out there. So yes, even here Greek said, yeah, fucking hell. Frisa, man. This proves us why we need to keep the quote-unquote resistance coming full throttle. The civil rights movement was intentionally set up to lead the chaos we see now. Yes, it was a fucking psyop. It was nothing to celebrate, especially Mandela. Ah, yeah, Mandela committed a lot of fucking crimes, but they didn't want to tell you that. Just like the Somalis aren't doing theft fraud on their own. Yeah, because I'm aware of that fraud scheme in Minnesota. Quality leading. And look, I know I'm someone that have poorly speech and grammar, but I try my best. Those fuckers didn't try their best, but looks like the communists there in Minnesota thought that, yeah, we can let the Somalis steal a lot of taxpayer money. Have still so much money that they already overlaps their native country's GDP. Oh, Jesus Christ. MLK didn't write his speeches. That a lot of science being uncovered. Man, this is the year where a lot of conspiracy theories are there and being true. So even this one, represented on the timeline of the same day, February 5th, the Pace Connect situation has hit a critical mass. So in case you don't know what happened, so people found out that one of their talents, named Clara, she is a far left retard, just like pretty much the same kind of Western talent, if we even we can call it talent, that Niji Sanji has been hired for quite a while. They hired a lot of morons that actually were abusers, virtue signalers, yeah, equals the same. You get the idea. So, as Mongol during one of his streams was documenting this, commenting on to his channel and on Twitch, and well, someone said, yeah, look at the image. This is the one. Okay, so the chat told him that who was Clara in real life, and they found her, and she's a failed porn actress. She failed at everything, but well, that discovery came because the controversy that surrounded the person behind the character Clara, well, she supports abortion, she supports far left extremism, and she celebrated Charlie Kirk's death. I have to tell you this, it's already a red flag when they celebrate the guy that was wilding to talk to these pieces of shit. Remember, we covered it on this channel because it was an historical event, such a tragic one, where one guy that was one of those remaining moderates out there in the US trying to talk common sense to these fucking evil leeches. And during one of his tours at a college, at a university, he got shot by a sniper that they tried to uncover some of those far left readers, like one that old ass PDF file. Yeah, I'm jumping to that part of the story. So one fucking grown ass moron, old, he was taking the blame just to make the real life killer get escape. And they found out during his arrest that he had cheese pizza on his phone. So yeah, that guy is probably getting pegged and is just waiting for his time to get pegged to death. And I hope that day comes. Anyway, so yeah, Charlie Kirk. She was celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. So yeah, everyone celebrating. I don't even want to call it free speech. I know it's just man, at least you are telling us you are a degenerated evil piece of shit. Because yeah, man, it's fucking obvious. Celebrating the death of someone that was willing to talk and have a conversation. Yeah, so they found out who Clara was, and she got fired. And everyone knows she got fired despite that Paycon say, "Oh, but graduation stream in less than a week," is because yeah, the timing. When a natural talent has to graduate, they advise that in 3 months, or they just straight say end of termination of the character when something went south. So yes, this one notice regarding Caminari Clara. And here's the announcement on the same day, February 5th. Announcement of Caminari's Clara's graduations. Thank you for always supporting Beth Connect. Yeah, it's over. And this is going to be this nuts. Delete your statement on Jelly and apologize to her and adjust your current zero tolerance bullshit policy. Yeah, and I agree because they allowed someone like that to still remain at the company. And going even back at what I said about Pikmin Pipa, I was fucking disappointed that her was Pikpa was defending Clara. She was. You don't defend someone like that, and even you don't want to burn bridges to trying to not look like one backstabber. Just simply don't say anything and let that one fucking burn. That was a better decision, but people are now labeling her as the new Nyanners 2.0. And in case you don't know that context, is because Nyanners was a VTuber that grew her audience based on 4chaners, and as soon as she grew big, she backstabbed them with the same fucking moron leeches and normies. And which is PaceConnect tried to do, but in current day, companies like Tesla are not going to survive. Man. And some statements even from Rep says, so I think that celebrating political violence and hoping for miscarriages of ideological opponents is worse than someone wanted to rid Minecraft of politics. I agree, posted from Rep, and I'm following this timeline here, well, of his profile because he posted this one on February 7th that, oh man, looks like more skeletons coming out of Clara. And Clara is Canadian. And in case you don't know, Clara was doing actual racist statements. Like, uh, she was mocking Jelly because I didn't know Jelly was Malaysian. Well, Malaysians are Asians, but some of them tend to be dark skinned as far as I'm concerned. Not all of them, but those are the cases. And Malaysia, if I remember, they have Muslim ethnicities there. So Clara is Canadian, and she was mocking a Malaysian for her skin, and all that started not because based on her skin, it's because Jelly tends to be right winger or have right wing takes, while Clara, of course, is a far left, and you get the idea, you get how things are going. So, anyway, this is the latest one that, yeah, looks like this drama is not ending here. Rep says the posted this one, and he made a video talking about this. I just came to my attention that a cosplayer who is heavily promoted by a Face Connect has supported harassment campaigns against convention staff who committed the crime of wearing my merch. Shameful. So, dude, it's not even one day. So, dude, me and some other care staff out this yesterday, and we're like, huh? Gunbon McFest. So you have this case where PaceConnect has been involving themselves with a lot of far left individuals. The ones that don't like the audience or that PaceConnect has built over the course of the years. So yes, this shit is just hitting the fan. Then I'm not going to make this too long, so you can even see the image of what kind of individuals Space Connect, the management, the company itself, has been hooking up not so recently. It's just too fucking tiresome. But hey, you know, I keep saying the statements that if a company, a brand new company, starting from scratch, being private, wants to actually commit themselves to not betray the audience that hates far left ideologies, they should stand themselves up. I'm always anti-woke. I'm anti-woke. I really despise those morons. That's it. Don't even have to wish them bad. While you're saying, yeah, they are degenerate evil and wish me dead is enough to actually get everyone to understand the fucking idea, man, because this is too fucking tiresome. That yeah, another company tries to grow themselves from the based audience, and as soon as they they grew up too big, they think, oh man, we are too big to fail. Immediately backstab. Yeah, these fuckers are done. And if there is one remaining good talent there, like Jelly, there as more than her, I hope they go indies. And that audience, if they go indies, they manage themselves well. Simply, they are going to still find their audience, keep their support, and there you fucking go, man. There you fucking go. We cannot set the same for the rest. And probably Kirshan needs to find new friends because, yeah, with people defending someone like that, for those kind of takes, yeah, Nianers 2.0. That's my opinion here. That's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.